And welcome back to What If. We are on part 6 of What If Naruto took the scroll of sealing after the Mizuki incident. So last we left off, we had actually basically kind of skirted through a few arcs. We had skirted through, did I actually go all the way through? Yeah, I'd gone through all basically the entire Naruto, the whole basically end of the Chunin exams, plus the search for Tsunade arc, plus basically their fight. And we ended with them bringing Tsunade back and everything going, just hunky-dory. So Tsunade gets elected as Lady Hokage, the first Lady Hokage, the fifth Hokage. She heals up Kakashi and Sasuke. So I'm now. Here's the thing about that. Now, when Naruto gets back, he's not really. He's worked with Sakura and Sasuke, but only for the Chunin exams more than anything else. Now, Sasuke also doesn't have the curse mark on him, so he doesn't have quite all that anger and rage in him and corruption to be manipulated by Orochimaru. So there is that. But I don't think we see Naruto go and visit Sasuke, at least not initially. We have Sakura do that. Sakura's there. And Kakashi's there as well. And even Sai shows up a little bit. There for but Sasuke's kind of just sitting there in bed again, moping a little bit, and he's upset, just trying to process what's going on here. He's like, Tachi wanted Naruto? It's like, Naruto, how'd that son of a bitch get so strong? It's like, and then he's just getting more and more angry. So when Sakura hands him an apple, he slaps it out of his hands. It's like what's going on? And then even Sai's like, what's wrong? What's wrong, duck butt? And then just Sasuke shoots him on a look too. And remember, Sasuke was the first person who actually made him scared for the first time. He felt fear. And while I don't think we're quite there with Sasuke yet in terms of intimidation on Sai, even Sai kind of flinches back like, okay, sorry? And he just kind of leaves the hospital build. It's like, he actually asks Kakashi, am I good to leave here? It's like, well, I'll have to check with the nurse, but I mean, you seem to be recovering fine, so yeah, I don't see why not. He's got an idea what he's going to be doing too. Meanwhile, again, Tsunade is electing, talking to the Chunin, or the Genin that actually made it to the Chunin exam, or to the rank of Chunin. Shikamaru's there. Yeah, no one else. This is not, Naruto has improved, and to be fair, let's be clear. The fight we saw between him and Hinata was not like Neji. First off, Naruto didn't have to go all out. But he also wasn't showing off like he was overly emotional or anything like that. He was shown very calm and collected. But I think because they've met Naruto and things along those lines, they know Naruto's not ready to be a Chunin yet. Again, despite the fact, and at this point too, I was using a gauge for like if Naruto initially was like a 10, he was like a 15. I mean, he wasn't like astoundingly like 100% mature, but he was definitely a bit more mature, absolutely. Now we're probably looking at Naruto because of like, a little bit more life experience. If we're going on the scale of 100, if Naruto is like a 10 in the canon for his maturity level out of 100, and he went from 50, he's about maybe a 20 now. So he's actually a relative for his age. He's not bad. He's not bad. He's still wild, brash, and wild and stuff like that. But anyway, we cut to Naruto hanging out with his little friend Hinata. Yeah, if he gets back, he tells us, Hinata, and I'd say him and Hinata and Shino. That's right, because that they're kind of the group. Join team. Which team were they? Were they team 11? What was Shikamaru's team? Was it team? No, team 8 was Kurenai. They were team 9, weren't they? Because team 10 was Guy's team. Yeah, they were team 9. Okay. So, and they join in like to celebrate, and Choji's like, come on, there's plenty of meat to go around. Choji, you friends! So, and they're congratulating him. And I would think Naruto would actually have a nice, really solid little group of friends here. He might find annoying, but ultimately he can handle. Sakura, he's also like, I can handle Sakura, but he's really come to terms with the fact that with repeat exposure to her, she's not a really likable person, or at least not right now. And I'll say this about Sakura's character real quick. When we got to Shippuden, while she was still pretty useless, she was less useless. She actually contributed in a couple occasions. Like, she helped defeat Sasori. Big accomplishment. One of the only things you did, and the only thing you really did in the Kaguya fight was hit her in the head, but hey, it's something. was like, I love all those memes too. It's like, I finally caught up to you, and everyone's just laughing. It's like, no, you haven't. Get your head out of your ass. But anyway, yeah. So because again, his relationship with Team 7 is not very. It's not. They're work acquaintances. We worked with them to basically help get to the tuning exam. So where do they stand now on Naruto's position? Well, I actually believe Tsunade would have a conversation with him about that a little later on. We'll get to that. But we cut to them. They're spending time together and all enjoying each other's company. And Naruto's probably sitting next to Hinata and stuff like that. And they're all having fun. And they maybe bump into each other a little bit. It's like, oh, sorry, and then they'll blush on their face, like, and then particularly Ino would pick up on it. It's like, oh, it's like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. Hinata, could you come with me real quick? It's like, sure. And then she's like, yeah, it's like, oh, you and Naruto, huh? It's like, what? And then, despite the fact that Hinata has a lot more confidence, someone brings that to her face, she's definitely going to go into a little, regress back into the shy girl mode. Just, well, I mean, it's like, oh, come on, we all know you have a thing for him, and from what I can tell, he might be starting to have a thing for you. And then you just see the big, deep red tomato blush on her face, because like, it's like, who said that? Did he say that? She suddenly goes into, it's like, he said that? Tell me! And then Ino's just like, I'm just assuming from the looks. Don't kill me! So, it's like, oh, sorry. So, it's like, Jesus. So she maybe devises a little test to see that. So she says, next time you see Naruto reaching for something from the food, reach for it and may accidentally touch his hand or something like that. And she's like, and Hinata's like, ooh, that's good. It's like, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. So they go back and they're just talking, and then she tries it and they touch, and then Naruto's like, it's like, I'm touching Hinata's very soft hands, and then Hinata also rejects, but she realizes that it's like, oh god, he rejects, and he's in bed. It's like, yay! So a lot of, again, nothing concrete happening now, but you can tell I'm laying the groundwork. Meanwhile, they basically get back. What happens after this is that Naruto would basically get a call to the Hokage's office after they get done. And he says, I'll see you later, Hinata-chan. And it's like, I was like, Naruto-kun. And it's like, and Naruto's just got a big smile on his face just hearing her say his name. It's like, she makes me smile. It's like, yeah. So he goes, and then Tsunade says, what's up, Granny? And it's like, stop calling me that, brat, and all that stuff. But she would explain the situation with Naruto, is that it's a weird, she reviewed the third's notes, and it's a weird circumstance he's currently in, that he was never officially part of any team, so therefore, he doesn't actually he's just a random Genin at the moment. However, she also knows he's a Genin with the power of a probably low to high tuning at this point, with how much he knows, including the Fox Chakra. And with the Fox's Chakra, he's probably got the power of a low-level Jonin. But it's like, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to have you be a filler Genin. When, if in case, basically, you'll be on standby in case we need a extra pair of hands on some more high-profile missions. Till then, we'll assign you a couple, at least semi-passable D rank to keep you a couple D rank a day, just to get some money in your pocket and keep you busy. But we'll have you on reserve for some like the C ranks and maybe even a B rank now and then. It's like, really? That's right. But remember, you're still a Genin, so whoever the Chunin or Jonin is, you follow their orders. You got that? It's like, yes. And Naruto surprisingly gets ready and says, yes, Hokage-san. It's like, hike, Hokage-san. It's like, whoa. Maybe I should do at least one. Maybe I should give him a favor like this more often. He'll treat me a bit more safe. All right, later, Grandma. It's like, yo, brats. So yeah. So he's leaving the office, and as he leaves, he turns around after hearing, it's like, Naruto. It's like, no. It's like, and there's Sasuke with Sakura and Sai, and surprisingly Kakashi following in tow. It's like, oh, it's all right, Tad. And Naruto surprisingly doesn't. It's like, Sasuke, what do you want? I was like, I want you to fight me. It's like, what? It's like, fight me right now. It won't be the last time you and I fought. Yeah, that was just a brief little sparring match. This time some are taking it seriously. He's got a Sharingan blaring. He's like, what are you talking about? You just got patched up by the Grandma Tsunade. It's like, what are you afraid? It's like, what'd you say? It's like, oh, now look. I was like, and Naruto's like, all right, fine. You want to go? Let's go. I was like, no, come on. It's like, do we really have to? Do we really want to be doing this right now, Sasuke? It's like, yeah, I really want to be doing this right now. It's like, Hokage's like, fine, but I'm referee. If I feel this fight, if I feel it gets that too out of hand, I will end it. If I feel at any point you were going to kill one another, I'm going to end it. It's like, yeah, whatever. The only one's going to worry about dying is him. All right, training ground 7, let's go. So they go to training ground 7, and they face off. And again, it initially starts off the same way it did in the canon, where a lot of clones are being produced. Sasuke's kind of just taking him on. But again, Naruto's fighting style is a bit more refined than Sasuke's. He's got, because he has a bit of Sasuke's intercepting fist style integrated with his own. Plus a little bit of the Iron Fist, or the Strong Fist from Guy and Lee, plus a little bit of Gentle Fist. Remember, he studied from the scroll, because they're probably in there. But Sasuke's Sharingan also gives him a leg up here, that he's allowed to, at least see Naruto's movements. However, Naruto knows how to randomize too, so he can't predict everything Naruto's going to do. So Naruto still gets a couple hits in, but he's doing a lot better than last time. Naruto then puts some hand signs together and does a combination of the water vortex and great breakthrough to basically create a hurricane gust wind kind of attack. And then Sasuke gets blown back, but he quickly recovers and then just uses Chidori and then just electrifies the water on the ground. Naruto quickly has to get out of the air, just using, again, the wind style, the great breakthrough to basically push himself on the ground. But Sasuke uses that, throws some kunais. Naruto then, throws a couple activates the seals on his gloves, just gets, clangs together. And then, meanwhile, there's a clone hiding off in the trees, preparing something for him. And then Naruto says, "Is that all I gotta say, Sasuke? You are probably one of the best sparring partners I could ask for, but you still can't beat me yet." and he's gloating a little bit, because when he was in the academy, Sasuke was better. He always beat Naruto. Now it's like Naruto pretty much overwhelms it. It's like, I'll show you, and then he just signals to the clone, and the clone just does the hand signs. And then, there's two. And they both connect. And Kakashi's about to stop Sasuke from doing the Dragon Bullet Jutsu, or Great Dragon Fire Jutsu, the dragon-looking one. But he nearly sees he suddenly senses the two Narutos in the tree, so he stops it. Then the seal grid comes up, and then this bluish, hazy, purple chakra shield comes out, and it just absorbs the chakra. And then it's like, what is this? Like, chakra seal. Learning on my training trip with Pervy Sage. A lot better than the one I used in the in the forest. So it would take a lot higher ranked jutsu than that to break through this one. It's like, I'll show you higher ranked, and then he just basically charges in with the Chidori and does break through the shield. But at that point, Naruto activates the other. Remember, what I did with Naruto is have learned a couple extra water and I think a fire jutsu. Did I have? Yeah, fire jutsu. But I'll do a lot more seal training, and activates one of the seals on his hand. And basically just, this is over, it's like, this is over, Sasuke. And then grabs the Chidori, and it's a chakra absorption seal on his hand. And he's barely, because of how much energy he had to already go through the Chidori as it was to break through the shield, there's enough that he can absorb all the chakra, and then just uses a it's like, this is over. Futon Buddha Basically, it's the Ale Palm, but he's shoving into someone's sternum. So, boom, and it just knocks the wind right out of Sasuke, and just, poof. However, for what it's worth, Naruto is a little taxes. He's actually, oh man, that was a lot better. You're right, that was a lot better. That did go differently. I actually had to put a lot more effort into that one, and I got to try out my new jutsus too. Thanks, Sasuke. That was fun. And Sasuke's just pissed. Just, grr! It's like, I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna kill. It's like, oh, come on, dude, we're done. Now Sasuke's just seriously just blinded by rage, just swinging at Naruto, who's now at this point, and he's just doing it sloppily out of rage. So now Naruto's just like, boom, boom, boom. It's like, dude, it's like, dude, stop it, come on. It's like, all right. It's like, seriously. It's like, enough. And then just corrects Sasuke right at Jar and just almost knocks him out. Just, like, seriously, what's your problem? And Sasuke, how can you be better than me? How can you improve this much? And it's like, what? I trained a lot. Why? What's your? What do you expect? I'm not like a gifted prodigy like you. I don't have a Gekkei Genkai like you. I wasn't born into a family. I had to work for my shit. I had to work for all the shit I have. So, and you know what? I still have to work for my shit. So don't get mad at me that I had a lot more room to progress than you did, I had a lot more room to improve than you did. You're already a genius. You were already considered a genius, a prod. And this is Naruto, not Kakashi saying this. He's finally blowing up on Sasuke, why he kind of resents him so much. You had a family. You had a clan. You came from a prestigious clan with Gekkei Genkai, scrolls, training. You had that. You were considered a genius. I wasn't. So don't get mad at me that it takes longer for you to get better than it does me. That it takes longer for you to improve what you have than it does me. And Sasuke actually is looking at it. It's like, he's actually shocked that Naruto's blowing up. I was like, oh, did he really hate me that much? It's like, and then Naruto's actually like, that's why I don't hate you, but that's why I resented you. That's why I've always had a problem with you, because you always thought you were better than people. And you're no better than anyone else. The only people you are better than are the people who are I want to try to word this phrase right. The only way you're better than someone is not acting like you're better than someone. Or someone that sounds a little hypocritical bullshit, but it's like you want to be better than someone? Stop acting like you're better than someone. And then everyone that thinks they're better than you, you'll be better than, basically. Just by admission, you're better than them. And yeah, that sounds a little weird. It's like, so you're saying that you don't? I was like, I don't think I'm better than you. And it's like, and so you think you're better than me by not thinking you're better than me. I know how it sounds, but you know the gist of what I'm trying to get him to say. And Sasuke actually, this is more like this is kind of like what similar to the talk that Kakashi has. It makes him think, and this kind of just. And Sai and Sakura are also just like, whoa. And well, Sai's a bit more, And Lord Danzo will be interested to hear about this, right? And Sakura's even a bit more like, wow. It's like, yeah, Naruto never had she actually now feels a little bit bad about how she's treated Naruto in the past. It's like, whatever. Anyway, we'll probably end up working together. It's like, look, and Naruto, again, being surprisingly mature, even Kakashi's watches. If we're gonna be working together in the future regardless. Hokage's basically said, I'm a retainer Genin. I'm gonna be used for basically add-ons for missions. So we're most likely gonna be working together in the future. But if we're gonna work together, we've got to get past some shit, man. Okay? I don't want to not like you. All right? I like having someone I can push myself against and have as a rival. I like someone who I can help push further and further like that, so they can help me get stronger. I want that in someone. I would love that to be. It'd be awesome if you could be that person. But you got to get over. You got to learn to move past some things, man. So he offers a hand. And Sasuke initially wants to just kind of swipe it away, but he's like, he's actually really thinking. He's like, Naruto's like, Naruto just called him out on bullshit. It's like, fucker's right. It's like, I mean, he's not going to be like fixed overnight. Like, and he's like, you're right. I'm so sorry. I'll change. But he's like, he takes the hand and gets up. Like, yeah. And he just says, yeah, well, I got some things to think about. So, and yeah, he goes off and kind of sulks and contemplates. He goes and like maybe just does some sparring at his place. And Kakashi drops in, gives him that whole speech. But he doesn't tie Sasuke up for that. He just gives him the speech and lecture. And, everything along those lines. So ultimately, things are working out. And as Kakashi leaves, he's thinking the South Foreign come by, and however, Sasuke actually doesn't have as surprisingly as big a problem with him because he doesn't have the curse mark on him. So they're there to offer him a power and offer him things like, and he's thinking on it, and he's thinking what he really wants. But at the same time, and I'm sure Kakashi would have brought up the whole Itachi hatred thing as well. And yeah, he says, I was like, you'll have until then. And then basically what he does is he goes to the Hokage. He says, "Yeah, this happened. They came for me. I didn't give him the answer, but I'm not going to go with them. No, I'm not playing today. I'm not going to go down that route that my brother said, because what maybe everything my brother said was true, maybe it was everything was lie, but I'm going to go down my way, and that's not my way." So Tsunade is like, actually has to give gives him a legitimate smile. It's like, okay, he's not that big of a brat anyway, or he's not as big a brat as I thought he was. So yeah, um, basically we're gonna end it here with, what are we doing about the sound 4? Well, we're going to have some fun with that. Wait till next video. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. I just would win. Star Wars, Superior Magic, what if. Anything you do on the channel, put that in the comments below. Let me know. I'll get to that at some point. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.